So just what is a niche market property? Well, in a nutshell, a niche market property is any property which doesn't fit the model of the standard house and land or strata titled home unit. It includes such options as serviced apartments, hotels or resorts, retirement homes and student accommodation. At times they can make a viable investment, yet equally they can be dismal performers, rarely providing quoted returns and suffering from lacklustre capital growth. Here are some examples of what's on offer. Serviced apartments and hotel rooms. Strata titled serviced apartments and hotel room investments are available to investors and are often situated in tourism destinations. Generally, these properties will be managed in one of three main ways. Income is pooled and then distributed to all apartment owners according to a predetermined formula based on the original purchase price. Income is paid from this pool regardless of the occupancy of your individual apartment. Apartments are leased back to the hotel operator for an agreed period and the operator pays the owner a rent regardless of the actual occupancy, or your apartment is managed in its separateness, often on a roster basis. You receive the actual rent paid less the management fee and costs. Tax benefits apply as per residential property investments unless the apartment is bona fide short-term traveller accommodation. Usually this means it must be available for stays of one night or more and have a restaurant attached. The benefits are the pooled income reduces your risk of vacancy. You receive income even when your apartment is empty. A qualified manager is overseeing the property to ensure that damage is minimised. Often there's a provision made for a fund for future refurbishment. Depreciation can be very high, making the cash flow exceptionally positive. Leasebacks can guarantee cash flows. The drawbacks are they're often priced according to a forecast return, which is usually well over market value for a standard apartment in the same area. Where management rights are involved, these may be purchased by inexperienced managers who can then be hard to terminate. A leaseback doesn't guarantee that a manager will perform well. Expenses may be underestimated and so eat up all of your profits. An oversupply of similar properties at the time of purchase or in the future will directly impact on your ability to sustain the returns you need. The next kind of property is known as a retirement village. There's been a swift growth in the incidence of retirement villages being built by developers and subsequently owned by investors to cater to the demand for rentals by the over 55s. The features are small one-bedroom apartments, often two sold as one lot. The pension is garnished for rent. Some supply meals, linen and cleaning services, and that's paid by the investor. All have on-site managers who take a fee. The benefits are low-risk tenants, well-maintained properties, low turnover of tenants resulting in high occupancy rates, very low incidence of rent default. But the drawbacks are that some developments are still offered at a price which reflects return rather than fair market value. Few managers are experienced in the seniors market. The banks may not lend on them. Government rules regarding retirement villages in each state can be very onerous. The next kind of niche market property is student accommodation. There's no exact model for these properties. They vary from dormitory style accommodation, where rent is the result of tariffs paid by students for short-term accommodation, to townhouses or villas with individual rooms and bathrooms and a large living or common area for cooking and relaxing. The benefits of these types of property are where situated very close to a major university or learning centre, demand can be very high. Overseas students from wealthy families often make up the bulk of tenants, resulting in a low incidence of rent default. The ability to rent one lot to many students, sometimes up to 6 or 8, means the risk of vacancy is more easily managed. There are drawbacks though. The design of many properties, some without laundries or adequate kitchen facilities and others with too many bathrooms per bedroom, can make these difficult to lease to the standard market in the event that the student market falters. The reliance on international markets for students can be affected by unrest in the world or the economic problems of other countries. There may be a tendency toward oversupply in this market, leading to high competition and a lowering of returns. Banks may not lend on them. If you do consider buying a niche market property, be sure to ask the following questions first. What is the background and experience of the manager? Where the property is purpose-built, can this be adapted for general use in the event that that original purpose fails? Is the property at market value? What are the terms of any leaseback? And does the manager have the financial resources to honour this leaseback? What costs are included in your management fee, and are they reasonable? How have the returns been forecast? Are they actuals or based on a best case scenario? Where a rent guarantee is offered, what are the terms of this guarantee? These are just some of the many questions which you should ask. Note that they have very little to do with the physical appeal of the property and everything to do with its financial viability, both now and in the future.
Hi there, I'm Margaret Lomas. If you're a seasoned property investor, you probably already own a few properties, so you're likely busier than ever before. Why not let Destiny help you in the same way that we've already helped many investors with large portfolios by using Property Match to add properties which fit into that portfolio and address common issues that bigger portfolios can bring. Head to mypropertymatch.com.au to find out more, or give us a call on 1300 My Destiny.